Hello. Yes, I'm back. I'm back for part 3, part 4, part 3, part 4. I'm back for part 4. And hopefully we'll get it all kind of finalised today. It's the cover. We're going to work on the cover. So I'll move that out the way. This one's going to be my front. I want that tatty edge showing. I just love it. Now what I did was I've just cut one piece to make sure it's the size I want it, and this is fine, and it is 16.5 by 10 centimeters. That's how big I need my cover. And when I went through my scrapbooks, I'm a little bit more limited now with pieces I have. This one I actually pulled out from the very bottom, so I've obviously used a strip of that, but no more. So I am going to very quickly pick. I'm going to use that one, I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to use that one. We need 4 pieces, so we've got 1 and then 4. Although, actually, I think I might use that. I like that. Oh, these are both from the same cardstock. So, let's go with those. So, I'm going to quickly cut these to 16.5 by 10. All done. And I'm just going to kind of, I definitely think I'm going to use that. I just managed to get the nest and eggs in the 10 centimeters. Not sure which side of this I'm going to use yet. So let me grab the book back. Put this on. I really like this, but some of this I'm thinking I'm going to do a pocket and choose. I think that will be the inside of the front cover. Let's have a look at the back. I like this. I don't like the face. So I think we'll go for that on the back. And then this will be the inside. That was easier than expected. So I'm going to keep those on that side so I know what's what. And that is also my back. And this is my front. So I think the front is the thing we need to be kind of working on first of all. And what I want to do is create a pocket on the front here. I've got one of my very special Tim Holtz book plates, which I've been hoarding them, and I used one on the tag one that I made, and I'm going to use this one because I just think they do look so cool. Susie used one on hers, and I just think they're perfect. I just love them. I do. I really love them. And it's time to stop hoarding. Pocket. I need something for pocket, so I'm just going to quickly go through my scrapbooks again. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? Perfect. Although I do have to tear a little bit, and that is pretty small. I'm going to very carefully tear the smallest amount off the top here, and I think I'm going to go for this side. So I'm just going to trim that to 10 centimeters. For everything you make another 50 scraps, I think. Well, I don't know about you, but that's how it seems to work for me. So I'm just going to grab my ink, and this is my Corey ink holder. Love it, love it, love it. Right, so I just got a text from my daughter saying she's coming for birthday tea. It's my son Sebastian's 20th today. Feeling a little bit old because I still see him as my little boy. And he's 20, no longer a teenager. I think I'm going to decorate this, even though I'm going to do it in a similar way that we did the pages, even though I'm going to put a tag in here to cover this up. So I'm going to do I want to glue that yet? No, I'm not going to glue that yet. I'm just grabbing my bag of bits and bobs. Just going to cut the holes out of this little tag ticket. I like that. I like that quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink this, and then I'm going to glue it. And at some point I'm going to stitch this to the back. Okay, that would be perfect there. So I'm just going to I'm lowering it very, very slightly to put my pencil mark, and I'll make sure I cover that pencil mark up when I glue this in place. That's perfect. Now this is going to go here, and I'm just going to decide whether I'm sewing along here. I don't think I'm going to. I'm not going to sew along that little section. Now I want this fairly close to the bottom, and I want it cut across the words, so I'm just going to get my little trimmer. Don't know if that, yeah, that's okay, just to take that down a little bit, and then we've still got room to add our book plate. I'm sorry if I'm doing the mumbling thing again. It's just once you get into something, you kind of you don't forget you're filming, but you forget you have to talk to the people who may be watching. Right. Oh, didn't ink. Didn't ink. Right, what I'm going to do, grab these, cut that off, that edge bit, and I'm going to use my brush. Brush is quite cool if you forget to ink, because you can force the ink down into that little, so you can see that's no longer got a white edge. So brushes are useful for that, for sure. First thing I'm going to do is stitch around here. Then I'm going to put my pocket in place and sew all the way around. That's our front. That's it, done. It's going to go onto here. Like, now what I want to do is also, in my stash of hoarded products, are these little more Tim Holtz, I'm not sure what these are called, but they're the little, you know, you can put stuff on them. Little, are they keychains? And what I want to do is I want that here. Now, I'm very concerned that if I put my hole in, I'm going to mess everything up. So I'm going to decide at the end if I'm attaching this or not. I need something along here. This to me is way too bold and it's too clean an edge. So I'm going to look at maybe adding a piece of washi tape over that, and then maybe another sentiment. So I'm going to go this end because that's the end I want to add my possibly chain to. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue, just wipe that slightly, grab my washi and put that over where I've added glue. Don't want to go over the stitching. I'll grab my words. Love that. Focus on what's important. That's quite perfect, I think. Although you could pull absolutely anything out of this book and they're all pretty perfect. Liking it. Liking that a lot more, actually. Are we ready to glue this down? Yes. Yes, we are. Done. So our cover is just about finished. That's the front. That one is done. Now, second one is the back, which is that way round. And we have our back piece cover. Now, that my original plan. So it's going to be very simple. I'm going to ink it, I'm going to sew it, and then I'm going to glue it down. I don't think we're going to, maybe we'll add a butterfly to the, maybe we will add something. Maybe we will after all. I don't know, it's not straight, but that's okay. It's not quite straight on there. So I love them, really happy with those. Now we have to put them onto our book. I'm a little bit concerned about this, to be honest. Very concerned, actually. I'm going to put the cover into place, line it up roughly where I want it. So I'm gonna have a really small amount of that F showing. I'm gonna deal with that, but this is roughly where I want my cover. So I'm going to use my pencil and just draw a line, and I'm pushing it slightly under the cover so I know it's not going to show once I get this glued down. I think I'm going to have a tiny little bug, bit of a bug head just sticking over that F. That's cool. That's okay. We can even bring that down a little bit, or we can take it up. We can take it up. Let's go for some washi tape. So I'm gonna go the left of the line, just a little area there, rub in my glue, grab this, that. Ink my bug. There we go. Bug's in place. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to open that out for a moment. I'm glue only, I think, for this. So I'm running my glue on the other side of that line and try my very, very hardest to get this lined up. It was a lot easier with the tag. This book is slightly thicker and it has a little bit more in it. So it's not actually as flat as the tag book was. I want it a little bit less at the top, but not quite so much. Line that up. I'm going to open this out. Okay, I'm going to put that aside to dry just for a moment. I can close that up, move that, and grab my inside. I'm going to ink this. Wow, that's really pants. Okay, don't despair, always a way around it. What I was saying, how did I do that? I'm always saying I'm not good with numbers. And here's your proof, here's your proof. What have I done? I've cut it at 16 instead of 16.5 for a start, and that's still not long enough. It needs to be 17. Okay, no dilemma. I want this to have really good contact, so I don't want stitching to get in the way of holding this in place, okay? So what I'm going to do is use my tape and my glue for this mess up, which, you know me, it's a common occurrence, but we can always work around it. Always. There's always a way. That's nice and down. Now I'm going to grab this piece here. And that actually looks a lot more interesting. What have I done? There we go. Woohoo! We finally did it. The front cover is on. But I like it. I like it. Might even add a little something else to that. I've got that half butterfly left, so we may even add that Yeah, let's add that half butterfly. Right, front cover is done. I'm now going to do exactly the same process to put the back cover on. It's going to be a little bit more tricky because we need to make sure we are lining the front and back covers up as best we possibly can. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm quite impressed with myself there. I didn't think I was going to get that quite so straight. Again, I've made this too small. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to actually cover from the bottom on this one. I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to tear a piece for the bottom. That's it. So I've just decorated this very slightly. I used flour and just cut the edge off there. I've used another one of those dimensional pieces to maybe just help stabilize the wobble a little bit, and I've put another sentiment here. So that, woohoo, is the back cover. That's the book finished. Oh wow. Susie made it look so easy. It's a lot more work to make something a bit bigger than I thought it would be. I'm still debating about putting my little thing in here. I'd need the hole fairly low because that needs to go, that would need to hang. Should we just go for it? Shall we just go for it? Hold your breath, everybody. Might need the bigger crocodile for this, so I'm just going to grab that. I'm not going to put any reinforcement in the hole either, so I'm going to start out by trying the smaller hole and just seeing if I can get it through. Okay, hole was not a disaster, so that's good news. Please fit, please fit. Okay, I'm going to have to open this up a little bit. I haven't used these much at all, so I'm not. Okay. Ta-da! Disaster number one. Let's see if I can get it in. Actually, it's not just disaster. Yay! That's in. That's in. Okay, pliers. I don't want to squeeze it too shut because it needs a little bit of leverage to shut. Oh, sorry, I'm not on camera. Okay, come on, go in there, go in there, go in, please, 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 please. Is that shut? Yay! I have it in. So now, I'm going to find something to go in here. I think I'm going to cut this chain smaller. So I'm going to grab my tools. I'm going to take this jump ring off. Remove that. Oh, pants. Okay. Let's cut the chain. How long do we want it? I don't want it to hang too much lower than my ticket. I'm going to cut it at, I want it quite short actually. I think I'm only going to leave 2 links in there. Okay, we can use that chain for something else. Just going to grab a jump ring. I've grabbed a jump ring and a little tiny key that I'm going to use on here. If I knew it was going to fit for sure, I would have put this on before I hung it, but I didn't actually know if that was going to go in. I'm very pleased it did after making the hole. So I'd usually have my head right over this so I could see what I was doing. Okay, key attached. I'm going to find a piece of cardstock to go behind here. Okay. I was going to use that for my tag, and I still may be able to because I'm not sure I'm going to need all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm using my art glitter glue. It stuck the other one perfectly, so I'm going with that again. I think Susie uses the collage medium. cut very closely to that. And I'm going to see if this is now a kind of okay size for our tag. It's actually a little bit short. I've got this one too, which is perfect. We are finished. No, we're not. No, we're not finished. We still have to add our book plate, and I'm now actually not sure whether we should add it. So I'm just going to cut it out, and I'll have a little look at how it sits on the front. I did have an idea for placing a butterfly inside, but with the wings open. I'm just not sure that's going to really work now. Let me grab a butterfly. Okay, I'm gonna try and just quickly cut this butterfly out and see if the idea I had would work. I don't know if it is, because I think I haven't got a butterfly the right size for the book plate. That's not a bad fit, actually. It does work. It does work. So I'm going to ink it. And I'm going to glue it into place. And if I don't like it once it's in place, we don't have to attach it to the front. I'm just going to try and put a tiny should I? Try and put a tiny zigzag stitch down the body of that. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Like I said, we don't have to stick this into place if it doesn't work. But what I do want to do is make sure that cotton is that side. So it kind of looks like an antenna. So I'm gluing that too. I'm gonna... That's quite cute. Quite like it. What I'm going to do, just try and lift that cotton up. And I'm going to put a teeny dab of glue here. And then push that cotton into that. So it doesn't look perfectly antenna like, but they're in the right place. Yeah, let's go for it. We are finished. It's done. So I'm actually really happy with that. We've got our tag and the back there, which slots into the front cover, and we did manage to get the key on there too. So we've got 2 tags in this little pocket here. In this one we have a little pocket with the little label, the ticket and the decoration here. We've got Susie's little flip here. There's a tag in that pocket. I did have a little move around with some of the tags actually after I finished filming yesterday. And in this one, because we had the bingo ticket, I kind of thought that went quite well in there. And then that's our back cover. And then of course it flips the other way. So we've got the tag in that pocket. In this front one we have a little butterfly that mimics the one behind. Little tag there. Our big tag in here, which actually worked a lot better than the lady because it's thinner. This tag is not quite as thick. And then this is another one that I changed. I've popped this one in this side pocket here. Just seemed to work a bit better, that's all. So that's our little flip accordion book cover thing, inspired by the wonderful maker Susie. And obviously thanks again to Moira for even pointing it out, because I may never have seen it, and I've had so much fun making this. I really have. Thank you for joining me and putting up with me, and sorry about the errors, but that's, you know, part and parcel of watching my YouTube videos. I will be back really soon, possibly not before the rag comes out. Super excited about that. We've got some absolutely fantastic articles coming your way. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.